I'm just making a little extra salsa today because every doggone time somebody comes by, they take a jar of mine, and I've made enough for me to last all winter. No, I don't. I'm gonna hide me back some just for me, which I shouldn't be having to hide it, but I can see around here. That was vinegar that I put in here, by the way. This is just diced tomatoes, and then I put some vinegar in it. Anyway, I went to go buy a turkey because I thought, you know, if I get it now and not wait so close to Thanksgiving, should be cheaper. I'll tell you what, I was never in so much shock from what I saw. I took a picture of it. They don't know I did. And I want you guys to see this. I'm going to put a picture in it. And I want you to pay attention to how much it is per pound. Second thing that happened to me, my 15-year-old nephew had asked me if I would go and pick him up some condoms because he was too embarrassed to go get them. So I go in and I pick him up some, and I take him up there and check out, and the lady, she said, "Do you need a bag?" I said, "No, ma'am, she ain't that ugly." Anybody that really knows where I live knows that my house is kind of down over a little hill, and my garage, when you pull into my driveway, you come in like this and off the main highway, and then the driveway turns like this. My garage sits up here. Well, the driveway sits on a hill. You have to either park here or park in the garage, and then you have to walk down the hill, and my house sits down here. And when I go do a lot of grocery shopping and stuff like that, it makes it a little rough. You know, with my legs the way they are, it's a little rough for me to have to walk back and forth up over that hill. Went and bought me one of those yard carts. It's like a little pull behind trailer on a lawnmower, so I went and got me one of those. So when I go grocery shopping, I just hook the cart to the back of the lawnmower. I load all the groceries out of the car in the cart. Then I drive it over the hill and unload my groceries down here, and I can do it all in one trip. I don't have to make 5 or 6 trips back and forth up and down that hill to do it. It's been so freaking cold here. I'll tell you what, I've been wanting to work on my table, but I'm at the point now that it's time to put the polyurethane on it, and I can't do it because it's been so windy and cold outside. I have to do it outside because I can't do it in the house because there's not enough ventilation, and I don't want the fumes of that polyurethane all in my house. So I guess what I'm going to have to do, because it's really warm out today, but the wind's too high. So I think what I'm going to do is go clean out one of those spare bedrooms, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle, and that way I can open a window in there. I'm going to have to probably put three or four coats on it and kind of sand it down a little bit in between. But you can certainly tell it's fall around here. It's really foggy up more, which reminds me, the other morning I got up and I was looking out the window, out the kitchen window, and it was just coming daylight. And there was fog out there. It wasn't real heavy. But I saw these 2 black figures out in the yard, and they was kind of wrestling around. And my first thought was, have you ever been driving down the highway and you see those big old black birds that fly out on the highway that eats the roadkill and stuff? Well, I thought that's what it was. And I just didn't pay that much more attention. Well, I went to do something, came back, looked out there again. Of course, it was a little more daylight, and it was 2 little fox puppies I mean, they couldn't have been more than a couple of weeks old or so. And they were out there just wrestling around in the yard and playing in that fog. And I opened the curtains, I could see them better than they saw me, and boy, they took off for the bushes. I'm just going to let this simmer for a little bit. And you know, the bad thing is where I live here, we are the main for chicken processing plants, chicken growing. I mean, we have egg farms here, thousands and thousands of egg farms around here. Springdale, Arkansas, Rogers, Arkansas is home of Tyson Foods. Springdale is home of Georgia's Food and Peterson Farms. Just thousands and thousands and thousands of egg-laying farms around here, so you'd think eggs would be cheaper for us, but no. Turkey processing plants, we have chicken processing plants. Of course, Tyson has their own store for people that work for them, and if you can get somebody to go to the store that works for them, you can get stuff a lot cheaper. But all right, I think we're ready to go. Man, it is beautiful outside today. I mean, it is really nice. We got a wind blowing, so I can't work on my table. These jars that I'm making today, I'm not doing too many, but the ones I'm making today by Georgie gonna get kind of hid away. I really didn't do a lot of canning this year, but these jars are going to be mine. I know it sounds greedy, but I do all the work. I should get at least some of it, right? These are these jars are, you can get them, you get spaghetti sauce in them. They sell them at Dollar General also, and they're Atlas Mason jars. And they're like $1.50. And once you empty the jar, you can save the jar to can in. And that's why I buy them, and I just love the jars. They're really great jars, and they're made by Mason. And I want to show you, but it's so hot I can't pick it up. It has the, okay, maybe it's, oh, it's 13 ounces. Yeah. See, it has your measurements right here on the side, 4 ounce, all the way up to 13 ounce. Then it has your Atlas Mason, but they're fantastic jars. So if you buy a lot of spaghetti sauce, go to Dollar General, or I'm sure the other stores carry it, but you know, these are like $1.50, so that's not bad when you're getting the jar too. So you're getting, so for about $6 extra, that's not counting the, because some spaghetti sauce at Dollar General is $1, but you pay $1.50 for this, and for about $6 you can get a whole case of 13 ounce Mason jars, canning jars, and they're the really good ones, and they're great for salsa. They're just about the right size. They're not the little jars or the gigantic jars. They're just about the right size. But it can save you a lot of money, because you're going to be buying spaghetti sauce anyway. You buy it in a can, you throw the can away. You buy it in the other old jars, you throw the other old jars away. So why not buy it in this if you're a canner, and you can keep the jars and reuse the jars? And they're just spectacular. All right, guys, got my salsa done, so I'm going to let you go, and thank you for listening to me.